It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know, but check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. I talk that bud, show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the Ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts. This is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'ma roll a sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Goes doing the most, the radio show host. It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, doing the most, taking you into this new segment brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Steel Beating Productions LLC, providing you some of the hottest sound around town. You know what I'm talking about? Let's check this out, though. All right, headlines. Biden announces cannabis pardons and scheduling review. White House drug czar notes marijuana's medical benefits. Costa Rican president proposes legalization bill. Poll Americans back legal cannabis. Let's get into this. Okay, here are some top things to know. President Joe Biden issued a proclamation to pardon people for marijuana possession offenses and initiated a process to federally reschedule cannabis just weeks before Election Day. The Department of Justice said it will expeditiously administer the president's marijuana pardon proclamation in Health and Human Resources. Secretary Xavier Becerra said he is looking forward to working on the separate cannabis scheduling review that's being directed. Marijuana Moment compiled a roundup of a huge number of members of Congress, state officials, organizations, and others who reacted to Biden's cannabis pardons and scheduling review move. White House drug czar Rahul Gupta noted marijuana's medical benefits and declined to voice opposition to broader legalization when asked, despite a mandate in federal law that the Office of National Drug Control Policy Director takes such actions as necessary to oppose any attempt to legalize Schedule I substances. Costa Rican President Rodrigo Chavez Robles sent lawmakers a marijuana legalization bill he wants them to pass. A new poll found that 3 out of 5 American voters want marijuana to be legalized nationally, and almost half say it should be a top or important congressional priority. 63% support the House passage of cannabis legalization bill earlier this year. Okay, we're moving on to federal. Senator Roger Marshall and 12 other Republican senators released a public service announcement warning about rainbow fentanyl. Representative Barbara Lee tweeted, "We have people still sitting in jail for possession of marijuana while others are able to run and profit from chain dispensary. Where is the fairness in that? Legalize marijuana. Release those incarcerated with marijuana charges. It's simple." Representative Nancy Mace tweeted, "The States Reform Act is the best way to solve the cannabis problem while respecting the Constitution and states' rights." Idaho Independent Senate candidate Scott Cleveland said during a debate that New Mexico's legalization of marijuana is partly to blame for it being like a third world country in an episode of Walking Dead. All right, we're moving on to the states. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said the state is still on track to launch recreational marijuana sales by the end of the year. California Governor Gavin Newsom directed the creation of a multi-agency, cross-jurisdictional task force of enforcement agencies to coordinate efforts against illegal cannabis operations. Separately, regulators held a stakeholder meeting on proposed marijuana tax rules changes. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly tweeted, "Kansas is one of the last states that hasn't legalized medical marijuana, and Kansas with severe illnesses and suffering. This is unacceptable. It's time we pass pass it once and for all. South Carolina Democratic gubernatorial candidate Joe Cunningham, a former congressman, tweeted, "Why is @Henry McMaster too chicken to debate more than once? Is he too afraid to defend why he wants to rip away women's freedom, or why he wants to lock up veterans for using marijuana? Come on, Governor. Don't be a chicken. Show up and defend your record." Arkansas Democratic gubernatorial candidate Chris Jones tweeted, "Ballot initiatives offer a way for Arkansas to have a seat at the table. This year we have an opportunity to take a step toward a just and equitable cannabis industry. Every Arkansas voter has the right to vote as they wish, as it should be." A Missouri representative discussed her concerns with the marijuana legalization initiative on the November ballot. A North Dakota representative spoke about protections for employers in the marijuana legalization initiative on the November ballot. An Indiana senator tweeted, "Recent polling and Hoser's testimony continue to show that Indiana is ready for a change in our cannabis laws. We cannot continue to do nothing while our neighboring states modernize their laws." Virginia top marijuana regulator spoke about the prospects for legislation to allow recreational sales to begin. Colorado regulators approve new pesticides that can be used on cannabis. And that was your news segment for the 420 radio show, brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Still Beating Productions LLC. I'm going to drop both of these links down in the description so you can go check the website out, and you can also check out the article that I had just read so you can catch up on the rest of the article that I did not read. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back into this music, peace.
Still Beating Productions.
In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing, even if the mask is not inflating. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Destined through my development, memory like an elephant. Street legal, pushing limits, giving all I can ever give it. Not perfect, but I'm moving with precision. Rolling up that pressure, cause I know you feel it. Now you're high in the air like you just don't care. Smoking on that top flight, it will take you there, yeah.
In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing, even if the mask is not inflating. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing, even if the mask is not inflating.
Roll up, zone out, roll up, zone out, elevate to a higher place, elevate to a higher place. Since we born to die, what would you do? Living a lie or living the truth? Trying to get high and bust this move and get this win from making moves. Roll up, zone out, roll up, zone out, elevate to a higher place, elevate to a higher place.
In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing, even if the mask is not inflating. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
If you like content like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop new episodes. You know what I'm talking about? But you know how we do. We're going to get back into this smoking session. You feel me? 420. We out. Peace. It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know. But check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. I told that bud to show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts, this is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'ma roll a sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDHGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Goes doing the most, the radio show host.